Well, I don't know who saw the Jay Monahan interview where he was talking about obviously the PGA Tour. Phil Mickelson would obviously be amongst that conversation. And some of the things he said, like, I think the one thing, let me know if you watched that interview and what you got out of it and what you thought. I want to know what you guys' thoughts are on that and his take on the PGA Tour as an organization and how you even think or what will happen with Phil Mickelson in regards to all of that. But one of the things he said was when Phil is ready to come back to the PGA Tour, we'll have that conversation. I mean, you could tell, in my opinion, that Jay Monahan he's not happy with this, what went down with Phil. And it seems to be not just a sore spot, but an incredibly sensitive sore spot to the point where it looks like dude has an axe to grind against Phil and whoever else is coming after him. And it's interesting that, okay, Phil is such a huge, likable player amongst all the fans. I mean, and most of us fans, whatever, we'll forgive the guy, or it doesn't bother us so much. Like, if he comes back, like, he's fun to watch. He's engaging. But it seems like Jay is like, his attitude is, I don't care. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've done. If you do stuff like this and compete against us, you're out. Like, you're gone. I don't care. I don't care if you're Tiger Woods, Phil Mickelson, it doesn't matter. You are not allowed to do what you did. And I'll tell you what, on one hand, I appreciate that. Like, they have built, I got to kind of side with the PGA Tour, not 100%, but probably 75% here, because they have done a phenomenal job creating a highly successful tour, a highly successful place where people make a ton of money. And look, where there's tons of money, there's always some level of corruption or greed. That's always going to be the case. But Jay Monahan, like, what does he care so much? He's basically just, he doesn't own the PGA Tour. Like, he just is the commissioner. So he's running it. But, man, he's running it as if he were the owner, I'll tell you that. Because he's coming after people and saying, dude, if you want to be on another tour, get out of here. Go. There's the door. And he said that. And we have not seen Phil Mickelson or heard from him since he's kind of blew it. So my question really is, one is, when is Phil Mickelson going to even come back and play on the PGA Tour ever? What does he do? Especially in light of these comments and this interview with Jay Monahan. Like, what is Phil's next move? Or is there a next move? And what we've seen is a lot of the other players, they just went silent. They're like, no, I'm out. I'm out of the Saudi League. It's done. It's over. No, thank you. And the ones that have been rumored to, well, at least Phil, and well, Bryson, we don't know what's going on with him. Is he suspended right now? And like, oh, I'm injured, but suspended? What do you think about that? Do you think he's injured, or do you think he's got a few weeks suspension? And then he's saying injury just because that's the PGA Tour. When they suspend you, they don't tell the world. They don't say anything. And if you say something, you might want to be careful about that because they don't like it. They've always been a super hush-hush organization. They don't want anybody to know anything. It's all very internal, which, hey, that's good. Keep it in-house. Right? What happens in your house stays in your house. That's kind of the PGA Tour. Like, dude, we're going to keep it amongst us. And if you want to be vocal about it, well, that's not going to go well for you. And it's kind of been this unspoken rule about suspensions, fines, all that kind of like, let's say, punishments from the PGA Tour. But I seriously wonder if Bryson is injured or if he's suspended for the rumors. But Phil, we don't know. Is he suspended? Again, we don't even know. Is he suspended? For how long is he suspended? Are we going to see him return? Will he be at Augusta in a couple weeks? Will he be there? And I think that obviously that remains to be seen. Will he defend his PGA championship? I don't know. But I do know the PGA Tour, Jay Monahan, they've really said, if you do these things, we're going to come at you. We're going to come at you. Full force, hardcore. It ain't going to be pretty. And if you don't like it, get out of here. And so I would say, look, if you don't like it, get out of there. Go start your own thing. If you want to start your own thing and make it better, just go do it. Go do it. Don't talk about it. Just go do it. And there you go. Just say, look, be cool about it, right? You don't have to be a jerk. You could just say, look, I'm going to step away. I'm going to go be part of this. I wish you guys the best of luck. We're going to try something new here. I've got a new phase in my life. We want to launch and help launch this new league. I think the way we do it, it's just going to be different. I wish we could collaborate with you guys, and maybe down the road we can. But for the time being, I'm just going to go, and I'm going to go and start and be part of this new league. Best of luck to you. Why can't you just do that? You don't have to secretly recruit people. If you go, like, think about this. If Phil goes, people would be interested. They would call Phil. Hey, what's up with that? Like, what are the deal with that? How do I, let me hear about that. I would, let's say I'm on the PGA Tour and I know somebody that steps away and starts their own league. I would pick up the phone call and say, hey, tell me about it. Why is it better? Like, why are you doing that? And I would consider it and think about it. And I especially would think about it, let's say if I'm later on in my career, in that 40 to 50 year old range, 40 to 60 year old age range, I would say, hey, is there a place for me there? And how much money can I make? And is it easier? Is the travel schedule better? Is it going to be better for my family? A lot of things you would consider. And so you could do that quietly. You don't have to make a huge noise and make everybody upset. So that's what I would have done. And I think looking back, maybe that's what Phil wished he'd done, but I don't know. He's a hard guy to figure out, but we'll see. Let me know what your thoughts are on this whole Jay Monahan interview and the PGA Tour. Who do you side with, PGA Tour, or do you want to see other leagues sprout up? I'm okay with other leagues. I'm just not okay with the way in which they went about doing it. Let me know your thoughts.